Raga making the jump down into the vent right away. He's lightning fast to get here. They will know about it, I'm pretty sure, so not going to be any deep surprises. Crims, though, he's alone at the site. This could be a bit of a nightmare. If he dies, it might be all over, but so far he's gone unspotted. He's going to get a lot of damage there. Now they know, and they're going to double, maybe even triple team him. That's a nice swing. Very, very close to being potentially a very, very bad loss there, but 4 versus 4, and the bomb does get planted. A lot of damage onto Adron and Raga. But how do you retake this? You don't have a kit, you don't have a smoke. How do you actually get on and defuse that bomb for a full 10 seconds? That is not going to be easy. We'll see if they're going to find a way. Bermilov starts with a kill on the Raga. Sound going down next. It's exactly what you need, but Cello and Adron coming back into it now. Hiding in the corner is Cello, trying to buy a couple of extra seconds. Actually running in with his back turn. Mattis trying to find it. What a mad round at the end. I think if he doesn't run out of bullets there, then maybe there is a way to get the job done.
He's brought up, of course, the Deagles for Zealous. Let's see what he can do with it. But Fnatic, full buy on their side. Double rifles, Sound tapping away. Bermilov getting clipped.
Yeah, that's a sign to worry about there. Very well done. I feel like for the time that I've been watching Nexus anyway, I feel like Sound is slowly leveling up his play. Crims, unfortunately, getting completely caught there. That's devastating. Probably didn't have to die. But just the worst possible timing for him. A 5 versus 3 all of a sudden here. Not the best Molotov that we've seen. It's meant to go into the control room, but at the back of the bomb side is still an MP9 lurking around. Raga's going to be going down. They made the call to leave, but I actually think they bumped into each other up there and ended up blocking. So that's a bit of a shame. Cello, though, back in style. Gets the headshot on Mattis, and they still have a minute. Just Nexus, calm down. Take a deep breath here.
Yeah, just stop panicking. You've started well. And you still, you know, sit in a good spot. Bomb will go down. I mean, this round should be done now. Molly'd stop. Fear coming up vent. And MP9's not the worst thing in the world to save, I guess. It's just an unfortunate thing. You know, you win the pistol round, you start well, and you immediately get reset. And, oh, never mind saving anything. Blame F goes down right at the end to Zello. It's always one of those things with Fnatic. It always feels like every game, every map feels like super pressured for them because of expectations of just a Titan organization, right? But for Nexus, they don't have the same level of pressure, hence why they have a lot more fun, it seems. Doesn't always mean wins, but Flame F, finding BTN. Early trades have gone favorably, right? And sure, it's 2 players tagged up, one of which low, but this might still be a chance. Crims, that felt a little unnecessary though, and it gives them now space down towards B.
3 versus 3 now. Nightmare for Fnatic if they can't win this round, and Fear goes down. So it's slipping out of their hands. Forward position for Blameoff is fun and potentially one that, you know, could catch somebody off guard, but Cello is doing a good job just slowly peeking this one out. Bermilov's coming back into it now. 45 seconds. Nobody's making even a single sound here, and speaking of which, he's on the other side. Timing could not have been better, but the trade is in. Sound gets Blame F. Bermilov, they know where he is. And Cello surely is going to be guarding this, trying to see if he can catch him. And he will. Headshot as he falls down, tumbles down the vent there.
Some of these T-side rounds do look pretty solid.
Nice spray. Blame F goes down. Sound, he's low himself, but does it really matter? They've already found that opening position, and it puts some more pressure on the defense here. Looks like they're starting to build a bit closer to the A-bomb site. Bermilov makes a drop down. Oh, failed Molotov, but it doesn't matter. They're going to get the kill on Bermilov anyway. Matters getting out the vent at a perfect time, but they still haven't cleared this out. The Molotov up on the hut would have made a huge difference in terms of not allowing Fear that much safety and space to play around with. Cello trying to sneak his way through, but Fear, he must have been playing him before. Like, I just know you're going to be there, so. BTN certainly hoping to find somebody out here. Ooh, flash in. Does see just the top of someone's head. Not afraid to take the fight. His teammates are down below, though. They are kind of not finding anyone there. Another peek in, this time without a flashbang. And this is way over peaked here. They threw the flashbang the first time around, but the second time, they just decide to go there. Also, when you take that swing, you don't know if they're coming up the secret stairs again, which they kind of were, but if they were peeking up the secret stairs even earlier than that, you're exposed from 100 different directions. I don't appreciate that. Fnatic end up losing the round without even taking anybody with them.
does seem like Crims is really starting to struggle a bit mechanically. Kind of seeing it here. Raga is looking for a fight at the end. This might be Crims' first. No, it's not. He was half HP as well. Fatigue's obviously going to play a bit of a factor for them. Especially if they go to the final as well, by the way.
Yeah, you're right. That is a haunting prospect that you could win and end up just playing Counter-Strike for the whole day, like, on end. Nice defense to begin with here. Matt is turning off the flashbang and is able to spin for the kill on Adron. So, attempted timing here for Nexus, hoping that Fnatic would be caught in a weird position. Not actually necessarily a bad idea. It just wasn't the defense that they were hoping to run into there.
Sort of mentioned, right? They play like they're having fun. They do play at times like it's a bit of a pug and, you know, kind of a chill game, and they have such reliance in each other. And it works so well for them. And you're going to break open that smoke. Blame F getting deleted by Sam. What a shot. Vermalov has to hit this. He's tunnel vision in a bad spot, but he reacts well.
Yeah, nicely done. That was Fnatic blowing open that smoke, and somehow just, you know, still they were more ready for it. Sound picks up the second kill down here as well. So, I mean, it's a huge round for him. He does finally go down to Crims, but 3 versus 3. It's still a pretty good trade right now for Nexus. The bomb is going to be planted. They're not wrong to suspect that there is a lurk somewhere, but unfortunately they thought it was towards the ramp, and instead it's over here by the vent. Nice timing. BTN peeks into it. It's a blind shot there for Bermalov. 2 versus 2 in the afterplant, and they do have a kit and even a smoke on Bermalov, so in theory this can be done. If they need this win, Fnatic absolutely need to make this a 6-6 just to try and bounce back into the game. There's the smoke being put up on top of the bomb. Crims caught in the open and taken down, unfortunately, and with him the kit as well. Adron's going to be taking out Bermalov. It's a nice trade in favor of Nexus. They're going to win the round.
Out of nowhere, kind of a tier 2 team that are punched up. It is normally down to real genius of finding the right gems, and it just feels like that hasn't happened for Fnatic, right? I mean, these players aren't proving themselves as dominant within this sort of tier 2 landscape. Nexus again, quick down. Sound, he was tempted by the molly. He doesn't go for it. In hindsight, that would have been absolutely the right call.
Yeah, 4 versus 3. Decent potential turnaround here. Matsis unfortunately does go down. Should give a space for a bomb plant to follow through. You could see, yeah, throwing down the bomb. BTN going to be right on it, and while that Molotov is still up, he's not really going to get peeked either. So far so good. Fnatic, every single round is going to count right now. It all matters for them. They need 4, they need to win the pistol on the second, and they just need a whole string around to start to rebuild some of the confidence here. Nice smoke towards the control room. Decent grenade going down. Oh my god, those Cello tapping away at them. That's disgusting. Now it's just Blame F. 1 versus 2. He's throwing down a smoke, but it doesn't matter. No one's really there. Yeah, he's got the right read. Raga is just playing it very well there. Gonna find the kill. Even if Blame F knew, he couldn't cover everything.
Their level being so unbelievably high is sick. Pistol round, unbelievably required. T-side have to get this. If they don't, there is no chance in nuke. Oh my god!
Oh, okay.
That first shot. Jesus.
It starts in a brutal fashion. Oh, BTN shows up, but there's no chance here for Crims. Overwhelmed, eventually going to run out of bullets. I mean, it's just too much, isn't it?
Thankfully, I guess for Nexus, that's not happened. They've not been sort of hard resetting the gun rounds or having to take multiple kind of back-to-back low buys and look a little funky. So that's the big thing. That's the one thing that Fnatic can lean on. If they can break, maybe not so much in this map, but let's say the series, if they can really hurt Nexus and break their economy, they can have a chance at a lot of rounds consecutively.
Yeah, I mean, again, you've got to find a story to try and believe in exactly this kind of thing. Sound has moved to the other side. They weren't really aware of it, and he follows it up. Picks up the AK, goes back for more. He's a headshot machine. 4 kills in this one, 21 overall, and leaves Bermalov, you know, if he can't win. It's a 1 versus 3 with 15 seconds left. Remember, he has to run, pick up the bomb, and plant it all in, you know, like no time. He can't slow down even for a second. Yeah, he just has to keep pushing. And every time he stops, it makes it more impossible for him to do anything. And he's out of time anyway. So, wow, 12 on the side of Nexus here, and Sound just that little slip across to the other side. It doesn't really seem like a big deal when he's doing it, but obviously that just works wonderfully. Yeah, like I said, the only thing that I would say is it's the whole Fnatic team. Like, it's all of them. So, like,
exactly.
That, like, you know, it's hard for me to say what happens if you take some of these Fnatic players and put them into a different lineup where, you know, The mood is different. The atmosphere is different. What, like, something just feels better. I don't know if we would... Some of them might look... So I don't necessarily disagree. Like, we've got to be able to criticize Crims. I just... The whole team is weird right now. It's just such a weird experience. Nice shot from BlameF. Need more of those. Unfortunately, he's going to run to the Cello, who again is a very interesting AWP player. Makes the drop down. Is probably going to be able to get that kill. Instead, he'll get a follow-up one on Crims, and that will be the victory for Nexus, essentially blazing through their opponents on the opening map.
Yeah, and they just do it without really having to break a sweat. I mean, so much credit has to be given to Nexus.
Adron is here to hold the dualies. If he gets a kill, I'm going to be happy again. I don't want to see him fight to the death. Let's try and block it up, block off the smoke a little bit, but it's not enough. And he does look like he wants to commit to the defense. He's on the other side here. Flashes in. So close to catching at least one of them there. Looks for a second kill, and with the bullets, he's actually got it. That is really sick. Well done, Adron.
Sound. Try. You actually might have been able to die the plant, but I don't think it's going to make a difference as Crims left with it all to do, and he was in no man's land. He gets one, but not enough. Nexus out the gate starting strong again. This is what you want to see.
Losing your first couple of rounds, really not a big deal. They're going to be out the middle. Interesting position to throw the flashbangs over, but they're here at the very minimum, and they're also pushing in from the other side. So, oh, the smoke in the middle gets blown open. Raga crouching down to get the kill on Crims. So, yeah, you get mid-control if you're Fnatic, but unfortunately, it's going to cost you a little bit here. And BlameF, yeah, he's jumping up. He's going to be dead as well. Very likely, I would say that Mattis would have been dead as well. He will be eventually. Look at the insane aggression. I actually think this is a bit crazy for Nexus to just to swing that hard. That almost feels like a way of saying we feel like we're very warmed up and you guys are kind of half asleep and we're just going to fight you because...
You know, I don't want to cast a curse or anything, but, you know, we've come off the back of a really long series and this one could be incredibly quick. And it's more so, rather than, you know, escaping all the jokes, Fnatic actually do just look dreadful right now. There's nothing really on offer. Matties for the first and the second as well. There's a gun picked up. They've got space now, at least towards B.
Oh, nicely done for Mattis. Huge round coming out here.
Oh, no.
Sound is still in action, and they're going to lose Crims in the middle. That's not the case. It's so rare that we see one person from Fnatic really step up and you think, oh, wow, here's a big impact play. It just isn't what we're witnessing at the moment, so it is a bit depressing. What could we really do? Jumping over the Molotov here is Raga. And he's going to get traded out, but he did get the kill on BlameF. The reason you want to do this is, I mean, one, you're trying to avoid some of the T-grenades, and especially the flashbangs very often are thrown behind that player. This is a bit of an interesting double position. It actually could work very well, because, as you said, sound is already a bit low. If you find PTN here, you just might not remember to check for it. Flash around the corner. Oh, Mattis will check. He didn't quite land the bullet, but still pretty good. Nice little wallbang. My God, it's close to killing Fear. Cello's going to be showing up as well, but Bermalov is already holding his angle. He should win the fight, and he will. And I think that's the end of the round here. They know where Sound is. Not going to be any surprises. Good job for Bermalov, and it could work. Fnatic are taking their time, and you can see BlameF is sneaking up the middle. Oh, he actually did get fairly flashed, but it didn't even matter. 5-7 is there for Cello, and Fear is dead. Minute on the clock now, and this is how these scary rounds begin. You can see BlameF is up in that red room, so they're going to try and play around BlameF's position. We'll see how they actually do that. Right now, they're just frozen and waiting. Bermalov, if he peeks in here, he could be in a lot of trouble. He's got the AWP. He's got Mattis on the other side, though. There's the shot. Mattis walks right into it. So smart for Cello. He knew there was going to be someone else there. Nice Molotov, and even with the no-scope, he actually gets the kill. 2 versus 1, and Sound, he was going to die every single time there, so it's such a scary round, but they make it out with 2 people alive. But it's a game of patience, and now backup is being called for. This is very interesting. This could also backfire, because if Crims calls it in and says, well, I've been holding this position for a long time, there might not be anyone here, then... Oh, no. All right, they're going to trade it out. It's at least they get that. At least they're able to do it. But now they should also know that this is going to be an A play. So backup should be calling in for rotations coming over. Cello's hearing it already. BlameF, Shadow showing, and he's instantly dead. Bomb actually gets off it instead. Oh. Nice shot for Bermalov. Okay. I was going to say getting off that bomb plant is very scary, but when you hit a shot like that, we'll accept it.
Bermalov, again, another nice shot for him. This was a map that was incredibly good for Malice and XT. A map in which they played a hell of a lot into very decent success. Tap coming through. Bermalov just not wanting to show. He spots him. Missed shot though here, but Matties thankfully bails him out. Last man against the low HP of FaZe running out of ammo. He has to pull out the pistol. That was a dreadful fight for BTN.
Very, very important kills coming in. Him and Mattis right now really stepping up to do some work. You see Fear here setting up the early flashes for the middle. Not that anyone on the CT side is really fighting that. They have no utility in a weapon, so there should be a good cleanup round. Nice to see Fnatic actually stepping into some rounds here with more confidence, more passion, and doing a good job. And BTN got a kill.
Yeah, finally. Took a bit of time into round number 9, but we get on the board, right? You know, it's the right way to start. Better late than never. Raga. He actually has quite good timing here, because they were holding for it, and they've given up on that now. I say that. I tell a lie. He goes back in. John and Raga combine. Hang on a moment. This is a little funky. 2 versus 3. One of which being an AWP as well, which can be overwhelmed. One missed shot from Bermalov. Pressure on the youngster's shoulders. I think a lot of heavy lifting has to be done by Fear.
Yeah, it just might be here. Bermalov, though, misses the first one. Fear getting pressured and traded out. And know exactly where Bermalov is. Grenade lands on top. He does hit the shot on Raga. And now it's up to Sound. 10-second defuse, a really long time. He's going to tap it once, and I think the fact that he's already, like, now when he recommits, it's going to be checked surely. Bermalov, he has all the time in the world to make the run around here. He knows it as well, and that's the setup for it. Really well played. Well, fast rush here. Grenades are already out. This is what I said in the beginning. I think it's better to just do this. The incendiary grenades, they just ignore them because you can. You don't have to stop at all. They just don't do the damage that, you know, you would expect. There is still one more player here, but it's Cello with the AWP. So even getting a shot right is not the same being on that, you know, near that smoke with a rifle as it is with an AWP. He gets a kill. He's traded out. Great work for good calling for Fnatic. Power on through. Get the job done. Matsis with a double kill. He's up to 13.
For sure. For sure. Good to see for Fnatic. Finally, though, we can kind of sit here and talk sort of quite positively about them. Bermalov for 2. Talk about elbow control right there.
It looks like Fear is about to win the... Or is it Mattis? Winning the fight over at the B-bomb site. He's so far up the ramp. He knows that there's nobody there. He's walking out to the site. They're still rushing onto the A-bomb site, which I guess you can do and just turn the other player B into a lurk. And that is pretty much what they're going to be doing. So I don't hate it. They've made a decision, Fnatic, and I'm just glad they're playing this faster, more loose, and more enjoyable Counter-Strike Fnatic. We should give them a lot of credit for it, because this has been missing from most of their games, to be honest. So happy to see them return to something like this. Bermalov in a good position. Should be able to catch a couple of shadows as they run out. Flashbang to precede it, but he's still good for the shot. 3rd in the round for him. He's up to 13. This is the kind of AWP that Fnatic definitely need, but they need it way more consistently. It's going to be a 1 versus 3, and BTN, just obviously not going to be doable. A quad kill for Bermalov, and a fantastic first half here for Fnatic.
Probably the next gun round as well that comes through from both sides. Nexus have to come on top of it if they want a chance.
Oh, yeah. I think that's even then it's going to be tricky, but it's a fantastic start. You can't ask for more. Getting every single kill in the middle. Blame F wanted to help out his teammates, but they were already dead by the time that he made it through the smoke, so Mattis will be the last man standing. And even then, Nexus are playing it a bit slowly, just kind of, you know, making sure that they're not walking into anything silly, and I can appreciate that. Now they know where he is, and they can start to play more reasonably around it. Just tapping the bomb there. Actually, there was a way, maybe, but good job, Nexus. Careful of the Molotov, but he does actually find a nice position to just hang out in. That could be a bit of an interesting surprise. They might think this is burned out. It does look like it. No one's looking his way. Cello, though, what a headshot to begin with. Just instantly killing Matsis, and they trade out Bermalov. What a shame. I actually think if Matsis was further back, then Bermalov would have had the opening kill, no problem, and then Matsis could have, you know, swung in for the fight. It doesn't work out that way. Blame F with a bit of a peek, but Sound shows up, but it was Crims there behind him. I was wondering, why is Cello just kind of hiding in the corner, but it turns out he was just trusting in Sound, and they'll win the round.
They just have that slightly more innate understanding of what their style of play is, at least regionally and domestically. 8-7. Little bit to work with. Ooh, overwhelmed there. Sound.
Uh-oh.
Still a little funky, but it's fine. I think they're recovering. They're okay. They're okay.
Yeah. Deep nade. Not going to kill Fear, but the follow-up. Okay. Damn. That's a bit weird.
Got an AK.
Realistically, should be a saved AK here. Gonna try and push in. Cello sees him coming, and I think Fear is kind of getting the message now. 8-8. That smoke is deep enough that it looks like BlameF can peek in front of it, which is potentially an absolutely round-ending mistake if it comes to it.
Oh!
Nice shot from Bermilov, but he's still going to get traded out. It's Crims on the follow-up here, and BlameF is not quite active in the middle. I feel like he should have been able to have been a part of that, but instead he's going to rotate back through CT spawn. 3 versus 3. Deep position here for Adron as the bomb is getting planted, and Cello's just trusting in that. BlameF peeks right into it, instantly dead.
Too easy.
And Fear is coming in for a very long flank here. Is that going to be worth it? This is risky.
It is. I also feel like the longer it's there, the more likely it is to be held in a way. And I think they've given it up. I really felt like that swing from BlameF was kind of unnecessary in that sense. It was so easy for Adron. At the moment, you've not got many shots left into this, and your CTs are being pulled apart so easily by Nexus. It's a really worrying sign for Fnatic. So, 9-8 as we go back into the buy. Matties, was that necessary? I think the answer might be no. We're going through the molly, and it's Zello who gets the trade, but he does get 2 before he falls.
Honestly, there's a sick play coming out there for BlameF to do that. Like that could have almost won the round here. Bermilov, he sees the potential weakness. He knows BTN is already low. The wallbang, if he hit him through the wall, that would have been sick. Now, does he realize he must have heard the shot from Raga? He's going to be almost ready for it, but Raga takes him down. And you can see Bermilov. Oh, he's so upset, and I can't blame him. Stolen over. They have this crossfire for the cave. We'll see if anybody enters this part of the map without throwing some Molotovs first. The rest of them are pushing out to the A hallways, and they're going to be walking right into Adron out there. They'll get the kill on him, and Sound, he goes down next. Oh, that's very uncomfortable. That round completely falling apart here.
Yeah,
Raga, I don't think he can even escape. He's going to die.
Wow.
That's not necessary for Nexus. None of this needed to happen. That's a bit sloppy.
Could get weirdly spicy. Hey, breaking up in the smoke. BlameF wants to fight behind it. He does just about evade an AK bullet, though.
Okay. Well, there's a shot for you. Bermilov goes down. If Fnatic decide they want to pressure the B ramp, which again, something every T side has to be thinking about right now because it is just the most meta thing. People love doing this. Let's see, Adron not peeking for it. Sound's going to get taken down. I am going to criticize this. It happens all the time. It should be a conversation. It should be like a team protocol. So you should never, ever go close to this ramp without being essentially expecting a fight. Because it unfortunately is that common. So I do think that's a bit, a bit of a mistake. It might cost them the round.
BlameF trying to hold for that rotation in, but this is looking like it should be under lock and key for Fnatic here. 4 versus 3. Surely should be seen off, and BTN, little sloppy there for him. Zello, I think honestly you probably just start moving potentially to save, but he peeks back in and that'll lose him his life. All down to one man Raga, and of course no surprises that he is out of there. Money shot as well to Nexus, and not only did the Fnatic find a 10th of that one, it sort of feels like they basically get gifted over the 11th as well. Is that maybe where Nexus have fumbled on their opportunity at the 2-0 here? Genuinely, it could be. If we can get that, then yeah, I generally can get behind this Fnatic project. The unfortunate thing is that we do get a lot of map 1s that come through for Fnatic 2 that really pull you back to reality a little bit. Mattis flash over, gets a second, despite being full blind in the third there too. Oh boys, that's not good enough. That's sloppy from Nexus, leaves it Zello all alone. In a 1 versus 1, BlameF's full HP.
They should never get into this kind of position. They had people in position. They had the lead in the round. 1 versus 1 here. And Cello, he's a fiery player. Normally not shying away from a fight. Normally ready to do whatever it takes. But playing it this slowly could also be very frustrating. Although he's up against BlameF, who is, the champion of playing slow rounds and being very, very hard to outthink. And he's just sat here, and that actually turns out to be the absolute perfect position. Oh, no! He's fallen asleep!
Oh, no
He
way.
had it right! No! I didn't expect it. 50 seconds, and Nexus, what do you do from here?
what is actually the plan?
They've taken so much damage already. They've used a bunch of their grenades. They have enough left for an execute onto the bomb site. You know, they can smoke sort of one side of the box and flash over. But
yeah,
it's not a very convincing look right now. 30 seconds.
We need a hero around. Somebody's got to step up in quite a mammoth way, right? And again, it's asking a lot. This is sometimes the thing that is awkward with Nexus, as they do rely on somebody to do a lot of the heavy lifting. Player backside, not being cleared properly. A drawn good swing and a find in the open. Down he goes on the trade. Swinging at a cave as well. Play Meth will deliver. And Zello, what have you got for us? Convert to the 1v1. There's a little bit more HP here. 1 versus 3, though, should be impossible. This should be Fnatic fan of the 12.
I think they heard him step. That's why they're waiting for him. Oh, he still has the crosshair placement. And if he would have committed to the fight, I think he gets Matters as well. That's kind of sickening. There definitely was a way. But it'll be Fnatic instead to get 12. Yeah, they've given it over to Sound. And Cello has the Galil. It's absolutely fine. No real complaints here. Looks like it's going to be more of a straight A push coming out. Smoke going down towards CT spawn. Deep Molotov as well. Fear catching Raga in the middle. Vermov is being pushed around, but you got to commit to this fight at some point. And here we go. Running in. Mac 10. It's a wide swing.
No.
It's absolutely what they needed. Super sick. When Vermov misses one shot and then the swing is that wide, it's hard to stop. Fear managed to put out for the smoke and somehow gets the kill onto one player. But Mattis goes down next, and they know exactly where Fear is. They've already smoked him. Or the smoke's fading here, but doesn't matter. Regardless, they know where he is. He's got no kit. And one misstep here and he's going to be dead. And there we go. It's overtime. Nexus winning the round. And we're going to get a little bit more Counter-Strike on Ancient. Potentially a third map if Fnatic can pick this one up. They've been playing better. They're on the incline. But Nexus on this T side are... Again, this is what they like to do. Push coming out of the Cheetah Cave. Flash is going everywhere. But hiding inside of the smoke is Sound. He's the only one there. He's got no backup. And somehow he gets to live. Oh, no! It's actually a team kill with a grenade. BTN trying to make up for it. He's going to find the kill on the Fear, but they won't expect Mattis here. Oh, what a disaster.
Yeah.
Sorry, three rounds on both sides here for overtime, in case you don't know the format. First one goes to Fnatic. And the first team... get all the way up to 16 rounds is what we're looking for. Spermalov getting the first one here, but Cello, that's the only player at the B-bomb site.
Yeah, the only issue is, though, he's just alone. There's absolutely no one here. They're dragging the bomb back over now for Zello, but he's got quite a big task to do, and he's got a lot of time to kill. BTN then finds a kill on towards Bermalov. They're fighting towards short everything. Zello misses the shot, though. Now they know of each other. BTN been having a bit of a rough map, to say the least, and it shows there. That was a spray that needed to connect.
That's a very nice position. Doesn't matter where they go from there. Crim's position is going to stay valuable. Going out of cave and onto the B-bomb site. They will maybe still check the ramp, but he does have a bit of an advantage coming back into it now, or he's already spotted them out. Raga is going to be going down. Adron now. 1 versus 3. Crims, he doesn't really know yet, but again, how do you get the bomb planted here? Backup is being called for. You can see Bermalov. Okay, he's actually taking a little bit too deep of an angle. Not quite ready. Yeah, now you just got to try and plant. No other choice.
Ooh, voice of spam too. John's put himself in not a bad spot here. He's actually slipped the net a little bit. He's planted open, and they're going to expect cave. As BlameF moves forward, it's all about this BlameF fight, in all honesty. Or if they can trade, that is... finds the first. Adron is so low.
That smoke in front of him is so helpful right now. BlameF trying to take a couple of shots through. He gets tagged once again. Yeah, pulls out the Glock. He's worried about running out of bullets.
No.
And BlameF charging through.
If they can't find it, that'll be that. I think with 3 rounds taken in quick succession for Fnatic, I don't really see there being any chance at all. Berbalov opens things up. BTN continues to have a rough showing. 9 and 23 for the IGL. And it's showing as well.
Yeah, it is. He was fine on the first map, but obviously this is...
yeah.
They need him to get back to that nice peek from Bermalov. Spots out just the elbow of Cello. Mattis here. He made that look so casual, so easy. No panic at all. Turns around. He's ready to fight in the middle, and I don't really blame him. You get kills like that, you probably do want to continue the battle. Raga, I think, should be an unwinnable round. They know where he is. He's almost boxed in. Maybe not quite, but chances for escape are nearly none. Bomb. all the way up there. He's going to get caught by Crimson instead. That's 3 in a row for Fnatic at the start of the overtime. Just a very convincing first half of overtime here. Well, let's see. Again, Nexus themselves on the CT side, they weren't really that good. Maybe this will be different, but BlameF is in the middle trying to make absolutely sure that it will not be. Flashbangs over from Bermilov. They completely wrecked that potential mid-take from Nexus that they were trying to do. Celo's moving in. It's a nice attempt. He does spot out BlameF, who actually comes back for more. BlameF sees an opportunity. This is why he's such a dangerous player and why he's rated so highly. That's the kind of move that you're never expecting. It's so, like, they're wondering. You could see they're in the middle, looking around, thinking, where the hell could he have gone? We know that he was there. We know that he pushed towards the red room. And then when we actually come back and the smoke is gone, he's just evaporated.
All right, well,
he might have won the round right here.
Yeah, he has. It's just a gimme, a guarantee for him as Sound gets caught in the back lines. That is that. Zelo. I was actually quite surprised that this man in the corner doesn't hear him. Oh my god. Again, with how long he was taking, I wasn't sure if Fear was going to go for a knife. I feel like overtime is not the time to be knifing, even though this round is still a guarantee. Let's not mess around, but he takes a sweet time to guarantee the kill. Last man rotating in BTN. Of all the people in this spot as well, you just don't want it to be him. So, Fnatic survive a bit of a scare, but they do take their own pick and they push it towards a decider in this semi-final. Let's see. I mean, yeah, internally I'm leaning towards Fnatic just with Nexus starting to dip in form and Fnatic picking it up. But I think you're right. You know what, we're ultimately looking for a good game of Counter-Strike. As simple as that. And that's the hope. We've had,
that's all we need. Basically,
in a variety of ways, we've had good games, whether it's been stomps that have been good or very close games. We've had, you know, 3-map series, with the overtime, of course. It's one of those. So, bomb will go down. 3 versus 4. Tough on the retake here, especially without a kill.
Yeah, bordering on impossible. And I think especially with that kill there, oh, what a flashbang going over. That's really wrecked him. BTN is going to end up going down.
You know, for him, on an AK, 5-1, and we're seeing kind of this form. This is exactly what we want to see, but it's one of those for Nexus. They need to be really, really careful. We spoke about this rot that they can get into, and it does worry you quite a lot if it's something that they can't break for a while.
Timing is against Adron. Without a helmet, he's going to get popped immediately here. Raga could easily suffer the same fate. He will get a quick double kill, and he gets a dink onto Bermilov, but the AK is just a little bit too good, unfortunately, on the other side there. So he'll live. Sets up the smoke. Sets up a Molotov that... Okay, it's going to land... No, inside of the smoke. It's not what he was looking for. He's got the bomb here, so eventually his teammates are going to have to show up, but a kind of a weird position for him to be in. Stuck down here. Oh, they spot him out. Nice boost. Celo to get the kill. They still don't know that the bomb is down there, I think, so... BTN going to be put to the test, and he'll come out with flying collars, taking down Fear. BlameF in the 1 versus 3. Deep nade. Not going to do too much. This is, though, I will say again, where BlameF is sometimes very hard to be up against, because he does play some of these rounds down to the very last seconds.
BlameF moving. They're all here, as you would expect, but can he isolate fight? Oh, head spotted. I'm so surprised that Sound doesn't even realize what's happening there. Oh, missed shot as well. Re-peeking. BlameF can make something of this as well. He knows now where both of them are. He wants to isolate the fight. He's running low on ammo. If he had a full clip to work with, he actually genuinely has a chance there. Early part of this round, not a lot offered up. This fighting towards top round is quite important. Sound, first, is good. Second is there and he delivers well. Fear just not able to trade.
Yeah, super important, right? Because, you know, they were just fighting for top banana control there on the T side. But now that it's denied, it's very hard to get back into a round like this one. A little bit of a jump there, Raga. A second jump probably would have got him killed, but so far so good. It is interesting to see, though. I think Mats has managed to sneak into Arch. So there is a way to win this round now. Gets the kill on Celo, spins around, takes down Sound, and now they're going to be wrapping back towards the bomb site. They have time to run there. It doesn't take that long to get from that top mid position back to the B site. Now, do they know that there's someone in the back? They probably are thinking about it. Question is if they're going to be able to find him before they really get into trouble here. 17 seconds. running onto it. Raga trying to see if he can get close. Matis is right out in front, but so much speed. And there's the kill that should seal the deal. The bomb's going to get planted anyway, but Crim's inside with just a Mac 10 in a 1 versus 3. Might be able to get the kill on BTN here, but backup is coming immediately, and he's already been tagged up, so BTN, how smart is he? Just not facing this fight at all, trying to make sure that it's going to be rough. Bombs being defused on the other side, and they'll get the kill on Crims. I think it's actually, that's really well played for BTN. Getting 1 kill in there, but then just staying alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, at least you could play Baby Shark for Nexus, you know? Just to keep their morale low. Okay. Nice little push forward. Sound's going to be traded out. That's very awkward indeed. Matis here. Got the AK in hand. BTN realizing this is dangerous. This is, like you said sort of a weird middle of the round, timeout that is, people call the existence timeout for anyone that's super old. And somehow they found a way to a site and a bomb plant as well. That's way too much. Nexus, they must win this round. I actually think it's going to be a giant collapse if they end up losing this one. They don't have the money in the bank. This should never be happening, but it is. Matis and Crims with a couple of good headshots. Adron, he gets one in return, but Crims just on a nice little jiggle to take down Adron, and it's going to be Cello to run away with the AWP. That is not okay.
Now Zello, of course for him, he's sort of nowhere to be seen, but even saving here with this all might be tough. Missed shot. Can't afford to do that. Went for the quick flick, and Blame F will punish. Especially if this gun round falls flat, they could be in a hell of a lot of trouble. 3 rounds the buffer, but the buyback in, you lose this, and that could be that. Pop flash through. Raga does well. It doesn't affect him that much as well, but Bermalov knows his angles.
1-for-1 trade to start with here. That's worth doing if you've got time for it. X is also going to be a little bit low on grenades here. Let's see if Sound can make this work. He's just tucked up against the wall. It's actually very hard to peek this angle. You can see they're not ready for it. Now comes the double swing. Going to be a 1-for-1 trade there as BTN. I think he probably needs to get a kill there, right? That was available for him, I believe. And now instead is a 3 versus 3. They're going to be running back.
Drawn. Oh, I spammed as well. Catches Bermalov. 2 versus 3. Time ticking. A needed fight for Blame F, and losing that might just be the done affair in this one. Honestly, Crim's got to do something quite special here. Swinging a find. That at least you'll take, but trying to recover the bomb in itself feels really difficult. Smoke down and a flash behind. It's BTN and the Dron. And they're playing off each other quite well. We got to go now, Crims. 10 seconds, and he goes through the flames. He does find a Dron, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. He can't get to the bomb to plant, so he's got to try and find BTN, and he has high-tailed it. He is long gone. And he might even potentially go down after time to make matters all the more worse.
Would have been sick if you could have found BTN and actually found the kill. But 5 versus 3. Peek down the middle for Cello, and he gets it. Sound taking down Blame F at the very same time, and there is a Farmacia holding it, so Mats is trying to punish the AWP, but not going to be able to. So Fear and Bermalov, 2 versus 5, very early on in the round here.
Whereas Fear, if he dies, regardless of whether it's before or after time, not a huge amount in terms of he can do for reinvestments. Swing. It's so good from Sound, so crisp, and Fear will also fall as well. Nexus.
Fnatic, bit of a run here, but assuming they don't lose the Deagles and P250s, Nexus are going to be able to tie the game up.
Molly towards Blame F's position. That's going to make things awkward. He does get a kill before he falls, though. So we'll take whatever we can get. Raga might get a chance at a freebie here, and he does. Bermalov was tunnel vision in towards that long corner. So a nice easy one. A good stack here, too. 3 towards A. They shouldn't get a chance at a plant. Unless they can overwhelm the one man towards B.
Shouldn't be the case, right? Smoke down towards the bottom, so that means they can stay with this 3-man defense at the A-bomb side. And BTN can just gotta enjoy that. What's worse for Fnatic is they probably know that. They heard the smoke going down, so they're going to be kind of aware that, oh, okay, there's no reason for this A defense to really leave, at least not until the smoke is gone. Although that is a bit of an exciting kill. Raga going down. There's still 2 people on the site, and with the lineup here, it should be plenty enough. Crims, his position known. Oh, we can run to the B-bomb side. Hold on. BTN is starting to get back there, but So he said he's not really had the best day necessarily, especially the second map was really rough, but is there anything Crims could do? At least just getting a bomb plant here. Just try and get some more for his team. He's going to be sitting out in the open. He does just pick it up, but he just taps away at it. The Tech 9 to drop BTN and resumes the bomb plant. So 1 versus 2, hiding here behind the church. He's already been found, and they should be able to kill him, right? There's a 1 in 1,000 chance that he gets, maybe more than that, maybe 1 in 10,000. 1 versus 3 with the Tech 9. Timing is pretty good. He does tap away, gets another little bit more damage, and finally he does go down. So honestly, way too scary for my taste. It works out. And this double pit position is incredibly exposed. Here comes the flashbang for him to take a peek. But here's the issue, right? When you throw that flashbang, you're also signaling to the T side that there probably is a player either playing the little pit corner or that arch position. Yeah, so he has to move around a bit more here, Raga. He can't just sort of stick around. There's the second flashbang for another peek. Ooh, blame F. That is a dirty shot. Oh, he doesn't know. He thought he was on the other side.
Unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. Raga can't get out either.
Yeah, he couldn't escape. That would have been sick, though, if he could have. 25 seconds. And now this double pit position is a bit interesting. Vermilov goes down. Cello there with the AWP. And Adron to take down Crims. Fnatic have fallen off. They've disappeared a bit from the game.
Yeah, they have. They've gone very, very quiet. And actually quite a worrying spot, too. Thankfully, you can buy Zello. That's the quick shots that we know him for. Crims, not a lot you can do there. That is seriously rough to see. And he might go in for second. Oh, my God. Jumping above the bullet. Nutmegs.
Okay. This has been a tough game. Vermilov's going to be going down. Nexus, I think, re-establishing so much control. Nice shot from Sound. And Mats is against the world. Now, the one big advantage is how much time that it has. It's probably the only advantage, too. He's got no teammates. The bomb is out on Banana. There's 3 people covering it. Interesting to see them all kind of on the bomb. I don't know if it really matters in this particular position, but sometimes the CTs get, you know, too dedicated to holding wherever the bomb is, and it's not always the best thing to be doing, but Matsis would have to do a lot here. He does have an HE, so maybe he could set himself up in a bit of a funny way. There's the first kill, stepping it up. Now moving forward. Doesn't really care about that. Incendiary, going to be swinging wide to take the next one, and that is unfortunately too much. Raga takes him down. So Nexus. This has to work out for them. Nice shot from BlameF. Just crouches in, looks for more headshots. He knows he can get them too. Backwards being called for. Deep. Grenade. Oh, it's a touchdown if I've ever seen one. Raga gets blown up. And yeah, stop fighting. You've pretty much done what you needed to here. Cello and BTN. They really should have no business getting close to getting into this round. Say that because pistol rounds are always, you know, you can screw this up if you just get the wrong timing. Oh my God, that he just deleted him. Fear. I'm not even sure if that might just be sort of a pre-fire where he just, you know, he just throws in a bullet into the angle. No idea if anyone's actually there, but there was someone there. And they're dead. Nicely done from BTN, but it's not even close to enough here. That shot from Fear was really sick. And Fnatic, they are going to win the pistol round. They won't quite go for that. They're going to be setting up double position at Banana and then 3 at the A bomb side. Oh, Matters, this is so risky, though. Again, it's the same kind of dilemma here, where if you die on this corner, you're really selling this defense. But he's not going to die. In fact, he's going to murder 3 of them instead. So, yeah, how sick is that? I don't even know how that happens. They must have been blocking each other. How did they not trade the kill? Crims, just ready and waiting. It's going to be easy. And again, he's smart. Playing for a little bit of time, for some backup. The bomb is all lost over on the other side there. And it will be Fnatic.
Sure.
Like, some of the peak players here on the Fnatic side are actually having a bit of an impact right now. Look at this push. All the way down to second mid with 3 people. And that's too much. Adron's going to get wiped out. Now, if they knew how many people were there, they should just push the button and go straight for that B bomb site. It's not going to get any easier. The fact that they slowed this down is a bit frustrating to watch because they're giving so much space for Fnatic to rotate in.
Oh, the molly making life a little difficult there, but they're trying to get through, and Fear will fall. 2 versus 2, bomb plant. Lots to work with. Nade that comes over. Doesn't do a lot, and even the spam as well, so they're tucked up into his back corner.
Did he want to blow up in the smoke?
Yeah, I think so, and I think it went too deep.
It looked like it, didn't it? That's a bit interesting.
Oh.
Bermilov, he's going to go down as well. Blame it for the 1 versus 2. It's a nice incendiary, but again, it doesn't cover enough, and he's not peeking behind it either, so Blame F. Is there any way to get back in? He's got the kit as well. He's thinking about it. Maybe a very, very last second kind of peak, but they are absolutely ready for it.
Map series point and grand final point, no less. So I think a pretty sick game too. If it is to be BC game Fnatic. Two teams with a lot of experience.
It's within reach. They can feel it too. Ooh, Blame F peeks in with a grenade. I can't even explain what I just saw. I feel like both players, one of them got, I think, legged with an AWP, and then they died, and then Blame F peeked it with a grenade in hand. Now, there's still one player at the back of the site that nobody knows about, so it could be disastrous if they're not going to check for it. Now they finally kind of force his hands. Maxis comes out, guns blazing, ready for more with the M4. Look at how relentlessly he's hunting them. He's not afraid of anything, and he will take down BTN. What a madman.
My, oh my. 2 remaining, Raga and a Tron in a 2 versus 2 against a half-dead or mostly dead Matties and Crims. No surprises that they're not calling to give this one a go. You're not going for a retake on the A side. Not this late after the bomb's gone down, plus with the HP disadvantage you're working with. Nexus have bailed themselves out of, again, a bit of a spot where...
Are they going to run back and pick it up? Okay, 25 seconds. Molotov down towards Crims. He doesn't have a smoke, so he's going to have to swing wide out to try and dodge that. Grenade on top as well. He's burning a lot of damage to him in the corner, but he does go down eventually. Mats is inside, though. And he is a one-man army. Tries to go for more. He'll get another headshot, make it a quad kill for himself. He's up to 32. Very hard the game to recover right now for Nexus, but I appreciate the fact that they try to force it up. You've got to do something. This just wasn't the right thing. Like you said, Celo, been a bit of a tough map for him. He walked right into Bermilov. Takes the kill, and now it's a 4 versus 5. And again, they're at least putting Fear in position to try and rotate to the A-bomb side a little bit quicker here. BTN, he wants to see if he can just find a raw timing. He might just try and walk it out here with not much utility. Okay, it'll be the flashbang over. I don't hate it. A drone gets 1. But Crims back in for more. Got a couple of bullets left. Pulls out the USP to try and see if he can find the 3rd. It's not going to be doable here. But it's a lot of damage taken from Nexus. Maybe they get the bomb plant, but that's not what... Oh! That is sickening.
That's so unfortunate for Fear. He was actually trying to retract at that point too. Tap on towards the bomb. No commit just yet. They were waiting to see whether there was a push on the smoke. But Fnatic are waiting for Blame F to activate.
Yeah. Sneaking up there. If I trust anyone timing, it definitely would be Blame F, so we'll see if he's going to be able to find the right moment. He will take down Raga.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, they work together so well. They couldn't have coordinated any better.
Probably push back a little bit. That'll happen when you have overtimes and 3 mappers and all of the rest. Sound. That's not the fight where 2 should be taken. At this point in the game, with what's on the line, that could be the end.
Maybe not. Maybe a little bit of desperation setting in. Fnatic. What a long day of Counter-Strike for them. And I mean, so much more credit to them if they can continue to perform, which, again, the first map was brutal. They got demolished on Nuke. But ever since then, they started to wake it up. Adron trying to see if he can find the timing. It's a very nice push. He's going to take down Fear, and there's only 1 player left at the back of the site. They know about it, too. They certainly are going to go and check hard this time. Blame F gets traded. Is that enough, though? 3 versus 3. Bermilov walking up scoped. He might just get this kill almost for free on Raga. Yeah, he's so quick on the trigger. Celo and BTN, the 2 players that really haven't been doing a lot on this particular map, and they hold on. They're not even getting the bomb plant yet, and now that they try and recommit to it, there's too much to cover. Celo goes down, and BTN will be next, and that will be Fnatic taking the series here in a 2-1 fashion. It did take a lot of energy, but it means they're in the grand final.
Yeah, especially the road that they had to take to get in towards the grand final. Absolute credit to Fnatic, right? Starting with a